Hi, my name is sIAMeze. I am from the world capital of entertainment, Las Vegas. My parents, I'm the only child of the world famous, incomparable, everything bagel, Mr. Eric Floyd himself, the producer, comedian, everything. My mom, international pop dance diva, Wanda D of the KLF. She's sold 25 million albums worldwide. I come from an entertainment family. And that's why I'm telling you this, because it's only because of my parents that I was able to be introduced to music and then also be pushed to do it on my own later down the road, because I actually started off behind as a background dancer behind my mom. And she took me on the road. I went to Russia, I went to Germany, I went to a lot of places because of her. And one day she just heard me singing in the kitchen. I was scrambling eggs, humming to Sylvester, and she said, son, you should think about going to singing. You really have a good voice. I kind of tuned it out. Parents say things to their kids. They think their kids are the greatest things since sliced bread. So I tuned it out. But what happens that I find when it comes to the universe and how God and her infinite wisdom works is that something that you're supposed to do, it'll come as a pebble in the water. Then it'll come as a rock if you don't get it the first time. And then if you're still not getting it, it'll come as a big giant boulder as, okay, this is what you need to do, or this is what you need to stay away from. And that's how it came to be when it came to my music and to going to singing. So fast forwarding, to my surprise, with my dad as my manager, he helped catapult my career to the point where I had my own band. I had an 11-piece band, sIAMeze and the Alley Cats. I had my own background singers, the Sweet Infiltrations, and I was doing stuff. I felt like I was winning in life and I was gaining momentum. And I got on the X Factor. I was one of the semifinalists there and everything was fine. Then everything stopped. And to everybody, it seemed like I dropped off the face of the planet, and that is because I did. I spent the next 3 years of my life battling leukemia, and it really, really kicked my butt. It really kicked my butt to the point where, because first off, Western medicine wasn't working. So I was down to 100 pounds. I had no energy. I was walking with a cane. And it just got me so defeated to the point where my body became toxic from all the medicines that they had me on, but my mind became toxic. I became bitter. Life makes you bitter or it makes you better. That's what my dad has always told me. And I just got to the point where I threw in the towel. I was ready to quit my music. I was ready to just die. I went through the 5 stages of death daily: anger, denial, bargaining, fear, and acceptance. And I just got to the point where I was so resolved to just leave this planet. I said goodbye to my loved ones, and I was just ready to go. I even tried, I tried to kill myself 3 times. 3 times. And my dad found me each and every time. It's not really something, you brag about, but I'm only just saying that to let you know how bad things really got for me. I've given up everything. Music has always been, my passion since my mom and dad turned me on to it. I've always been in a musical household, and to be in a place where your body is betraying you to the point where you're comparing yourself. I was comparing myself to the old me. I've never been in competition with anybody. I've always been in competition with myself, because I know that you can't do me like I can do me, but I can't do you like you can do you. We're all artists and individual unto ourselves. And I got depressed. I just became in a horrible toxic state that I was frustrated, because what ended up happening is, although I quit music didn't necessarily quit me. And I have over 120 songs that I've written and produced. They're all in my head, and I've been churning them out slowly. So it's frustrating. Okay, I want to be done with music. I'm done. But then God keeps sending me all of this music in me, and to write this and to write that. So it became to the point, it was burdensome. I was weak. I was too weak to do anything. So I sat down with my dad. I was like, maybe I need to go back to my music. I said, but I'm too weak to do anything. I was like, I don't know what to do. And he said, son, he's like, trust me. He said, trust me. He said, lean into what I'm telling you. He's like, your story, it doesn't end this way. He's like, I've seen it. He's like, I see where you go. He's like, just trust in what I'm telling you. So next thing I know, he made some calls to Honduras. I was in the Usha village with the late, great Dr. Sebi. And, you know, his rule of thumb was to eat good food and think good thoughts. So I had to retrain my mind into doing that. So fast forwarding, you know, I'm leukemia free. He healed me and everything. But the other issue was, okay, I've got my health back. I still have to get my mentals together because I have developed a really bad case of stage fright. My dad has always told me, he said, the difference between being courageous and brave is to be brave, you do something without fear. To be courageous, you're doing something, you're afraid of it, but you're still pushing forward. So when it comes to this show, you know, when it comes to myself, my family helped me get back to love. They helped me get back to myself in the sense of I'm not going to brag. I can't take credit for this, for me remotely being here, because it is only because I did not believe in myself that I was at least surrounded by people who did believe in me. And that's what I recommend to anybody. You know, this is a hard business. You have to be somewhat delusional to be in this business called show, because you're telling yourself every day, you're looking in the mirror, I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star, even when theoretically you're not. Nobody knows who you are. You're not even a blip on the radar. And you keep telling yourself this until the words become flesh. And 9 times out of 10, most people let their dreams die. And I let my dreams die. For me, my family helped me get back to my sense of self-love and my sense of self-worth and a reason to live. This show, this will help me get back to my music. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.